Hi guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. I hope we're all okay, and I hope you're doing well, and Happy New Year. I don't really know what to say anymore because it's getting a bit boring at the start of the videos. Basically, hello there guys is all I say. So today we'll be looking at the spring season. Now, just so you know, yesterday I did a video on the Forzathon challenge with the Smily car, and I showed you how to complete that yesterday, so I'll put a link to that in the description. And actually I said in that video that I get the share code for the car, and then when I came to uploading it I hadn't got the share code and I couldn't at the time, so I had to put that in the description. But I'll put it in the description of this video and in the comments of that video as well, so you can get the share code, or you can just search up my gamer tag Shylo 2017, which is at the top left of your screen now. So basically I did that yesterday, but in the Forzathon Shop, which changed today, you have the 2010 Aston Martin 177, you got some duck wellies and some shark wellies, don't really know why we want them, and then you've got the Lycan Hypersport. I believe that both cars are in the auto show. I know that the Aston definitely is, I'm not too sure about the Lycan, but I think it is. If I'm totally honest with you, I don't think I've ever driven either of them. This one looks pretty like a shark, so I guess it matches that. Looks like a shark's mouth at the front, in other words ugly. No offence to sharks, but and then the Lycan is obviously a hypercar, but I've never really driven it because it's just, I don't really know, I just never really come to it as a car to use, to be honest with you. But feel free, because that is cheaper, so it's probably the best deal really if you want. And as you can see, I have quite a lot of Forzathon points because lately they've been putting either crap cars or cars that I don't need or don't that I already have in there, so I now have quite a few Forzathon points. But yeah, so that's the Forzathon Shop, and in this video we'll be showing you how to get 50%, 80%, 100%, whatever you're here for. Basically it's the last week where you can do the monthly things, because we're in the last week of Series 30, which is spring. It's always spring, and then next Thursday it'll be summer. And I think we got there was a tweet on Forza Horizon Twitter. I had to look on Google. I don't use Twitter, but I had to look on Google because I knew it was Torben Tuesday on Tuesday, but they actually didn't release anything on Tuesday. It was yesterday that they released a tweet, and it was something to do with the Chevrolet Corvette C8, so I wonder if we're going to be getting that. But that was the only thing they tweeted, so I don't know what else is going to be coming in that update. Maybe another surprise, I'm not really sure, but we'll get that. Well, I think Forza normally do their live streams on Monday of the week that it changes, so next Monday, in 1, 2, 3, about 4 days, the Forza should be doing their live stream on their YouTube channel. I don't know whether they do it on Twitch as well, but I know they do it on YouTube. And you'll be able to watch that or watch it later, because they normally leave it and upload it afterwards. So if you're wondering about the update, and I'll be keeping you informed anyway about the update, because I normally watch them unless I'm desperately busy, but I normally make time for them because I like to know. So it's the last week, so make sure you do the rivals if you haven't already, where you're driving the Yes score that we got last week from completing the championship Let It Snow. So if you haven't already got that, you can't get it anymore unless you're if you fast travel back, unless you hack basically. But what you can do is look in the auction house. I don't know how much they're selling for at the moment. I'd imagine it's quite high because they've just gone off the market, maybe a couple of million. But if you desperately need credits and you really want the car, unless there's anybody else that can sell you one, just put a message in the comments and I'll see if I can grab one for you and sell it to you whenever you're available. You just have to give me a gamer tag as well if I manage to buy one for you, but I'll let you know. Just put a comment in the description. But anyway, you're driving that in the rivals. I do a bit of nattering. I'm trying to cut it out a bit, but it's very, very hard. So basically the rivals, you're driving that car, all you need to do is go around the festival circuit, post a clean lap, so no missing checkpoints and getting put back, no rewinding and no crashing into walls too hard. And it's basically pretty easy. You don't even have to beat your rival, you don't need to set a really good time. If it's 30 minutes, then it's a clean lap, it's fine, and it'll mark it gold in here. I will admit, without traction control, the car is a bit of a maniac around a very tight circuit like that, so do be careful. And then online adventure, basically, if you haven't qualified for ranked, all you need to do is reach tier 3 in any of the adventure categories, so I'd prefer racing. I mean, I do games quite often, but that's because I just have too much time on my hands sometimes. Sometimes I just don't really know what to do. But basically, the racing is always quicker. So street scene, road, dirt, or cross country. On the cross country and dirt, you always have free roam rushes in between, and you're on teams with other random people against another team. And all you have to do is reach tier 3, and then you qualify for ranked. And then every month, you just do one adventure. It used to be 10, then it went to 3, and then it went to 1. So all you have to do is one adventure. You don't even have to win until you get ranked in that series. And then basically that's it, and you just have to do once every month in any of the 4 seasons, so really easy, to be honest with you. Don't even have to win. And if you're like me, you can try hard and get a higher level, but the highest level I've ever got is 9, so that's pretty shocking, really. And now the championships, so Hoonigan, Hitting the Gymkhana, and Mini Motors we'll go through in a minute as well. I'm going to do the stunts last today. I normally do them like first, but I'm going to do them last today because the drift zone might take me a while and I don't want to waste any time. The playground games, you can win the nice Ford Escort. I like that car. I'm presuming that's the I was presuming that was like the #5 one, but actually I don't think it is. And then you got the Hoonigan Porsche in the trial. You've also got Hoonigan Escort, Ken Block helmet, and Porsche 718. And the new car for this week, if you're wondering, is the Alfa Romeo 155 Q4. That is the final car of Series 30. And you can win that by completing 50% and following this guide. The quickest way to get 50% is doing the photo challenge, weekly Forzathon, the stunts, and then probably rivals and adventure. If you need any more percentage, either do the games because you don't have to win it, or any of the championships until you hit 50%, or do the dailies, but you just have to wait until they are available. So that's the quickest way to get 50% if that's what you're coming for. But if you're coming for everything else, you can get the Bugatti Divo for 80%. That's a pretty nice car as well. Obviously one of the more latest Bugattis. Not the fastest, but one of the latest. So for the photo challenge, all you have to do is to take a photo of a Hoonigan. So pretty simple, get in any Hoonigan and just go anywhere on the map. If you want to like take a really nice photo and get all your friends in and action shots and that, go for it. But because I'm A, not very good at that, and B, can't be bothered doing it, I'm not going to. I won't show it on the video because it'll just take up too much time. All you have to do is get in Hoonigan. For example, the Hoonigan Focus, both of them, Fiesta, Rs200, Escort, etc. You can actually win Hoonigan Escort here and a Hoonigan Porsche here if you don't have any. And then that gets you 3% in the Super Wheel Spin. So again, we did that. We did the weekly Forzathon last night. So now, I've shown you the Forzathon Shop. So we'll now go for the Super 7 this week. I didn't actually realise, well I kind of did realise and then I kind of forgot, and then Stevio reminded me in a video that actually now that we've like fully released the Super 7, each week you get a completion bonus of quite a good prize instead of just wheel spins. So this week it's the Alien Morph suit, which is quite rubbish to be honest. Last week it was the Koenigsegg CCGT. Now I would have mentioned that if I'd have known, but I didn't actually know until the other day. I kind of forgot about that last night as well, to be honest with you. But the Koenigsegg CCGT is quite a nice car, but you do get cars, and then once you've got it, it's just then wheel spins or whatever it gives you. But this week it's the Alien Morph suit, so if you don't want to bother, then don't bother. I personally wouldn't bother unless I was really wanted to. And then the backstage vote this week. Last week the Honda won. I was quite surprised at that actually, same with that week. But this week we've got the DS3 Racing, so that's basically a sporty Citroen. Yeah, it's alright, never really driven it once in stock. versus the Chevrolet Shylo. Again, pretty shocking car, but you can use that for one of the championships in this season. But obviously you have to wait until the vote ends to buy it, and you can only get backstage passes by completing 50% of the series. As you can see, each series. I did have a question about that actually. I think there was one person last week who was asking how we could get the backstage pass, so I helped him. So if you do need any help, feel free to comment and I'll happily help you. It may end up being a very long reply like it was to that guy, but I'm sure he appreciated it, and I hope he did anyway. But anyway, thanks to that guy who commented, because it really gave the opportunity to show my experience. So now we'll get on to the championships, because like I said, I'll do the stunts last. So this one is called Mini Motors. You need a road racing, and you need either the 1948 Ferrari. Again, that's quite an expensive car, so I don't suggest that. But actually, you got the Porsche 550, the Myers Manx, and also the car that you use for the Forzathon there as well, which is the Smily car, the Austin Healey. But I actually chose the Porsche because basically it's the fastest. It obviously is the most expensive, but it's the fastest. And it's actually this Porsche here. Where is it? Where is it? It's here. So it's this one here, so it's quite fast and it handles as well. So it's 600,000, but you may have won it in wheel spins and stuff like that, but personally that's the best car. But if you don't have that, the Myers Manx is one of the other cars you can use. Where's Myers? It's there. So mine's tuned to A class actually, but if you tune it to D class, or the other one was, let me remember, oh yes, it was the Smiley car, which is this one here, and this is it. I've actually got tuned for it in D class as well, if you wanted to use that. And that's actually definitely the cheapest, it's only 20,000. So basically you use any of them cars, but I probably prefer the Porsche or the Austin Healey. And it's also road racing. I don't know whether I forgot to mention that. And I think one of them is, oh no, two of them are circuits and one is sprint. So right, next, this one, dirt racing. This is the Hoonigan championship, and you need an S2 Hoonigan. So finally we've got actual championship that's not online adventure, where you use an S2 car that's a Hoonigan, and it's really fast. So obviously Hoonigan, there's quite a lot of cars you can use. So Hoonigan, the whole season is basically based on Hoonigan this week, because you can win a Ken Block helmet, who kind of created Hoonigan, or works for Hoonigan. I don't really know much, but I know Ken Block is literally on every Hoonigan car ever. We have the photo challenge is based on Hoonigan. You can win a Hoonigan Porsche, you can win a Hoonigan Escort. The championship's called Hoonigan. One of them's called Hitting the Gymkhana. So basically the whole week is based on Hoonigan apparently. So if you need S1, this is, oh no, sorry, S2. You can't really even get that into S2. It's just so slow and lame. This car is okay, it handles quite well, but it's incredibly slow, and I mean incredibly. It does like 130 mile an hour. This one, to be honest, is the same, and it also doesn't handle as well, but it has more horsepower. This one, if you tuned it, maybe. This one is very fast, but doesn't handle as well, but that's a very nice car. I really like that car, actually. The Hoonigan Rs200, I have mine tuned to S1 and X class, so but they come stock in S2, so you could use one of them stock, but at the moment they are 16 million in the auto show. Now I tried to buy one so I could tune it to S2, so I didn't have to alter any of these, but I didn't really want to pay 16 million at the moment. Now you're all saying, you've got enough money, Shylo, you have 300 million, man. But I'm trying to get to 400 million as soon as I can, so, because if I'm totally honest with you, I don't really like the number 3, so I'm trying to get to 400 million. Now you could say, well, if you don't like the number 3, then just buy loads of Hoonigans, and then you'll get down to the 2s, but I don't want to go down, I want to go up. Not so much that I get the auto ban, obviously, for having too much credit, but so you can use that car, maybe put a bit of handling on it, because it is a bit mad. And then also the Hoonigan Escort is a very fast car as well. maybe not the perfect off-roader, but okay. And then the Hoonigan Bronco, if you tune it to S2 with the very, very OP engine, if you can handle it, is also a good car. So I'd probably say the Hoonigan. Why am I saying the Hoonigans? You have to pick a Hoonigan. The Escort, the RS200, or either of these Fiestas, or if you have Car Pass, the Fiesta here, or the Escort Cosworth here. So basically, there's loads of cars you can use for that. Next, right, this one is another road racing. It's called Hitting the Gymkhana, and what you need is a B-Class Classic Muscle. So if we go in here and we go to Classic Muscle, where oh there, that was lucky. So you have got sorry, you have quite a few cars basically. This one's got a very OP engine in it, but it doesn't turn. I'd try to pick cars that are in the auto show as well, if you're wondering. So like you can see, there's absolutely tons of them. We've got them galore basically. The Ford Falcon is a very good car, in my opinion. I've got the hiccups at the moment for some reason. But actually, I tuned the Mustang. Now, they're both very similar in speed and handling, actually. They are actually almost identical. And actually, this has got more horsepower. So basically, this is 46,000 from the auto show. This is 80,000. This is a bit faster, but it's kind of up to you, but it's really what you want, to be honest. Next, the Playground Games, which is over here at Banbury Castle. This is another good one. So this is the Spring Games, because we're in spring, obviously, and you need an S1 Rally Monster. So if we go over to Rally Monsters, I'll keep the S1 thing off so you can see all of them, because I might have some tuned above and below and stuff. So the Audi Sport Quattro is a nice car. The Fiestas are nice. That in S1, that in stock is quite good actually. It sounds so good. The Ford RS200, it's a barn find. If you're wondering why it isn't in the auto, it's a barn find. So the Hoonigan Rs200, I do have a tune for that in S1. It isn't actually my tune, to be totally honest with you. This one is, that one isn't, and I can't remember what the person is. But if you put a comment in, then I'll tell you, and I'll find it out for you. I have an S1 tune for this. If you have Car Pass, I just had to tune it to S2 for the other championship because I did that first. That as well. The Focus, the Lego Rally Mini, if you have Lego Speed Champions, I bought it the other day. The Opel Manta I actually tuned, that's very good as well. The Peugeot Forza Edition, the Subaru Rally car, the Beetles, basically whatever you prefer. But I'd probably say either the RS200 Hoonigan, the normal RS200, or the Opel Manta, or the Subaru very long title rally car, basically. And then finally for the trial, which is up here, you need an A-Class retro supercar, and it's called Retro Racing Green, and it is street scene. So retro supercars. So you have quite a few choices. Some turn, some are S1, some don't, etc. I tuned the Lotus Esprit. It's actually quite slow. And then I also tuned the Porsche 911 GT2, which is actually quite similar, to be totally honest with you. And I put my new logo creation that I did over the weekend and the YouTube logo on that to advertise whilst I'm in the trial as well. So basically whatever you prefer. Most Porsches, the Lotus, the Lambos, these two, both very nice cars. So now I'll hurry on with the stunts. So open cast cliff danger sign, you need 300 meters. I nearly said mile an hour then. 300 meters. Now of course it's dark when I'm trying to show you stuff, but luckily I've got headlights on this car. So basically what cars can you use? Well, it's off-road, but it's actually quite easy. So you can use the Mosley, you can use the Hoonigan Rs200, the Bowler, but I'm going to use the Jeep Trailcat. Basically Ford pickups, any kind of fast pickup with a tune on it, and you're basically jumping into the quarry. So even though it's dark, I'll just try and demonstrate without I am on my controller this week. So to do any videos that I make this week,
in 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
I crash into a tree. Well, that's probably because it's night and this car is quite big.
You have arrived at your destination.
It's quite heavy, so it's not really the best car to use, but it's fast and that. And this is like a really heavy car. Firstly, it's not the easiest. 5 PP is like 434. Come on, game. Come on, Forza, we ain't got time for this. I left them to last so they won't take as long. And then you're still making them last really long. Right, jump off its street. Oh my god, why can't I drive? Or should I say, why can't the car drive? This is absolutely appalling. There, finally. Sorry about that, guys. Right, there you go. I've got 344 minutes. Right, next one. I think I've got 50% actually. Right, so we have actually got a drift zone this week. I don't really know why. No idea really. But you need 56,000 at this thicket drift zone. So you can go either way. I'm going to go up here. Now, there's quite a lot of cars you can use for this. The Hoonigan, any drift car that you prefer that you use for drift zones. I'm just going to try and yank one of my cars around. Luckily it's a pretty easy score that you have to get, so you don't really have to push the car. But if you've got Formula Drift cars, if they're 4-wheel drive, I would suggest 4-wheel drive for this because it's off-road, so you'll end up spinning. But I'm just going to try and remember some of my good drift cars. Right, this is one of my personal favourite drift cars, this one. And you may be saying, why the hell did you make that into a drift car? And why the hell did you make it 4-wheel drive? Well, because it's just simply very good. If you follow me, either on Xbox or on Forza, and you see me on your leaderboards, this car, the 850 CSI, that was new to the game a few weeks ago, will be the car that I
At your destination.
I'm not waste any time. So basically you can use any car that works for you when you're drifting, basically, in my opinion. Now the M68 speed trap, just to finish off the video very quickly, so you need 270 miles an hour, so we're just going to go down here. So obviously any car that goes that fast is any car you can use. So the new Koenigsegg Jesko obviously goes that fast. The Mosler, the Ferrari 599XX Evo, Koenigsegg Agera, Koenigsegg 1-to-1, Koenigsegg Agera RS, etc. I'm going to actually use a Koenigsegg. I'm going to use this tune because the Jesko, the tune that I've got on this, the one that's shared doesn't do 300 miles an hour, but this one does. And I did it on a test live stream I did the other day, so nobody saw it apart from the one so there's no evidence why. So this car, I'm not really very good tuner, so that's why it took a while to get
Arrived at your destination.
So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll just go and claim the rewards. So I've actually got 80% for the whole series. I'm up to Fiat Dino. So I'll be doing a video on the new Alfa Romeo 155, even though it looks like a pretty lame car. We're doing a video on that sometime in a few days, and I'll also put a link in the description to the Forzathon video, and I'll put the share code for that car in there as well. And then anything you need, just leave a comment or send me an Xbox message. I prefer comments, but whatever you can do, that's fine by me. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be trying to do some live streams very soon, hopefully in the next week, once I've sorted it out, a few problems that I have. And then thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to turn notifications on as well, so you don't miss any other videos, and also feel free to leave a comment. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry it's a bit longer, but it's just what happens. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.